EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be brought out from the middle. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Now, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
First down, they go back to Perine. And room to run as he's on past the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short. You look at this Steeler defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Will Anderson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. This defense for the Broncos, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And Lance's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go? All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play on the year, and the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Ready up. Hey, go Fury. Set, go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
Mega. Hey.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
21-0 our score after 1.
Let's go.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. Watson. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now it's Watson. Pass taken in by Pirine. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Watson. He finds P-Ryan out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Yellow, go. Smash, red. Blue, striker. Slide, blue. Strike, check, striker. Set, cut.
On 1st down, Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Go red.
And they're going to motion Dotson to the left.
Ultra. Go ultra. Red, cycle. Hut, hut.
And Lance now to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Shot, 17. Set.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Vizcaino, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Meanwhile, Lance is thrown into the hands of Pickens. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 101 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Steal, check, steal.
Perry on the move to the right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chris Olave, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Pirine. Burst by him near the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter play. Second and 10. Again, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right?
Right.
Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball red.
Throwing his Lance on third down. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ready, break.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
They work
ready.
now on 2nd and 9.
Strike. Check strike. Ready.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pick.
Because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Ready.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Go ultra. Set.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Charles, a lot.